Alright. Here we go. Look at that, there's no light on my ship. Uh... Whoa. Whoa. Yep, that's horrifying. Oh. That is amazing. What a sight. Can I, like, turn the cockpit HUD off?
that's it.
Maybe if I do this. There we go.
Fucked. Yeah.
Look at this. Oh, you're flying a helicopter. Now that is a screenshot right there.
That could only have gone well.
What? There's supposed to be a neutron star here. There we go. Oh, it is so far away.
do W and S. Use my mouse for them. I use my mouse as if it's a cursor moving on my screen. So left, right, yaws, and AD rolls. AZ rolls, mouse does yaw and pitch. As if I'm moving the cursor on the screen. Yeah. Cyclic forward, backwards. No, Q and E are my pedals, and mouse left, right are my pedals. And then A and D is cyclic left to right, like to roll the helicopter. It's not bad because it makes J hooks a little hard. I need to find a button for cyclic back for my J hooks, but other than that. So AD just rolls me left, right. WS is like up and down and up. Then I still have Q and E on the pedals just in case I'm making like hard turns because I can pitch pretty hard with my mouse. I can't pedals. Did he just jump? Yeah, fuck him. Oh, no, yeah, I took them all out. There are no parachutes in here. Nobody uses them. I think the server gives you one if you eject from a helicopter now. But I've never actually tested it. Apparently if you're high enough it'll just give you one and then give you your backpack again when you land. Yeah, so I just load it up with ammo so in case the guys in the bigger helis aren't listening, I can at least bring in like some 6.5 ammo and stuff like that for defenses. Couple of drums, couple of AT rockets.
What? Yeah, no, that's not gonna work.
You find a Black Hawk there? Maybe? Ooh, that's set down out here by HQ.
12 jumps. No. I'm trying to refine my. What the heck? I'm trying to, but you seem to be very adverse to the word or the letter A. What? Why? Why not? Why are those stars moving? That's a neutron star, not a black hole. a bit weird. What? There's nothing here. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's up with that, bro? This is extremely anxiety inducing. That's not good.
Transport from the
You suck. I gotta go back and do it again now. You piece. Is the neutron star the one to form? Okay, I almost ran into the jets. Oh, okay, I did run into the jets. Alright, fantastic. Yeah, let's not do that.
Why not?
'Cause I'm facing towards the star instead of away from it. And that is just an absolute disaster waiting to happen.
What were you doing?
Now how many jumps will it? That's the wrong one. That's the wrong map. No, 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 no. What? Why is it 13 jumps? Okay then, I guess. How far is the thing I'm jumping to? That doesn't make sense. That math isn't checking out.
side of the helicopter instead of the board.
Oh, there we go. What am I running into? Nothing. Okay, the game is just giving me a heart attack for no reason. Thanks.
Jump out of the helicopter before it's landed. No, you don't say.
I'm gonna take this garrison.
Close to HQ or near that tank?
God.
My ears.
Gonna eat a lot of peaches. Oh. Right then, we're gonna hit the HQ and pick up more people for the next game.
I need to pick something to watch so I can go to the frickin' fleet carrier. Oh my god.
Ladies and
was that?
gentlemen, in this video, I'm going to show you a chess game that was sent to me by one of my subscribers. This subscriber apologized to me, but it doesn't make this any better. And after looking at this game, I kind of wanted to call the police. This was a catastrophe. That is an understatement. And I'm going to show it to you in a moment. Now, conveniently, this video is actually being uploaded on Thanksgiving for the Americans celebrating, and anybody else that celebrates this holiday that I don't know about. So happy Thanksgiving to all of you, and your families, and your friends, and even your enemies. All right? Before I get into the game, very quick announcement. Generally, after Thanksgiving, there is a Black Friday sale, Cyber Monday sale. I'm not doing that this year for my courses. Instead, I'm going
Oh,
to
there
show
we go,
you
finally.
2 screens from the upcoming launch of Chessly 2.0. My educational platform is getting totally relaunched in the month of December, and we will have a launch sale. So don't impulse buy a pair of pants or shoes or some electronic device that you may not need. Chessly 2.0 is on the way. First thing I'd like to show you is the homepage. Chessly 2.0 has a totally redesigned user profile. You'll notice on the left side of your screen you have XP, you have levels. You're going to be able to level up and show how you compare to other users. Those 3 things that you see right there, Scotch, Caro-Kann, Tactics, Masterclass, those are going to be courses that we are suggesting for you to study next in your learning process. You'll obviously have a Levi section, more on that later. You're going to have leaderboards to see how you compare, achievements, badges, and so on and so forth. At the top right, it says hi, but that's going to be a, you'll get some set of profile pictures you can choose from. This is Levi. I don't know if any of you know this. I actually built a bot of myself to help you practice openings. And on Chessly, you're going to be able to do that. So Levi is a human AI. It's built off of Maya, and so it plays like a human being. It helps you practice like a human being. Some of you have tried it already, and it's very exciting. You basically play your opening repertoire against a bot that plays like a human, not one of those bots that, you know, plays like perfectly and then self-destructs, etc. It's fascinating stuff. I'll give you more screens later, but Chessly's on the way. 2.0 is going to be amazing. I'm super excited. And December 1st is a launch for Plus and for VIP folks. So for check your emails on December the 1st. And then my birthday's December 5th. You didn't have to know that, but... listen, some of you call this yapping, but I gotta tell you, we've been working on a relaunch of Chessly for like almost 7 months. So while you may be tired of it, I'm extremely proud of what we built, and I think we're going to develop some unbelievable learning tools for all of you. I'm just saying. I know the young audience calls this part of the video yapping. But now, let's talk about this. And by the way, if you're watching this video in the future because it hit the algorithm, you're probably like, I don't care about all that. I don't know what any of that is. I'm going to show you the chess game now. But Chesley's awesome. Check it out. It'll absolutely transform your educational experience for getting better at this very difficult game. Both of the people in this game need Chesley in their lives. So, the person that sent me this game is Raphael. And I didn't believe this game was real. I didn't believe it. I asked Raphael, there is absolutely no way you're lying to me. I'm calling the police. So, E4. His opponent is Shad. I hope that's not a bad word, by the way. Like, I never know when people are from different parts of the world. Could be India, like his opponent, or could be anywhere. And your username is something, and you know, I'm just hoping it's not a curse word or something like that. So, Raphael, I'm gonna call him Shad. Opens with E4. Black plays E5. And Raphael is a Gotham subscriber, so plays the Vienna. But here he doesn't play the Vienna, you know, the way I would have played it, which is bishop c4 or g3, bishop g2. Okay. Instead, he develops the other knight to the f3 square. Like all of these games in my playlist, this video is part of a playlist called How to Lose at Chess. For reasons you're about to see. Like all these games, they start pretty reasonably. This is a game between two 700s. It's pretty normal. They're honorary grandmasters. Bishop goes to g4. Pawn attacks the bishop. Like, to be honest, you know, black should probably develop the knights before the bishops, because you don't really want to give away a bishop unless you have a very good reason. But fine. Everything is still okay here. Knight to f6, bishop c4. I mean, so far so good. Like, white is playing an excellent game of chess. Black plays knight c6. The reason the queen out early really doesn't do anybody any justice is because this knight can come in, attack the queen. If I'm playing with white here, I'd probably just castle. It's probably the best move. The computer also gives dropping the knight back to the e2 square, trying to combat the infiltration of this knight. Raphael plays the move d3. Absolutely nothing wrong with this move. The bishop is going to come out either to e3 or to g5, and he will castle in either direction. Shad here plays knight d4. It's an excellent move. Black can obviously play bishop e7 and castle the king. That is what you should do if you're an absolute beginner. But one of the ways to punish having an early queen out is generally dropping in the knight like this, because you also threaten a fork, and so the queen has to return to the d1 square. But here the game gets off to a really good start, because white completely misses this, and this is something that happens very frequently. You miss the fork, which is going to, you know, win a rook, and instead of that, you hang your queen. Now, not only is this a fork of the king and the rook, we're adding the queen to that mix, and let me tell you something right now. We are not off to a good start. Shad plays knight takes c2. And yeah, Shad is already just absolutely dominating here. You'll notice that black is playing very fast, not really spending a huge amount of time. Knight d4 played pretty quickly. Knight c2 found in 2 seconds. Great
Maybe
stuff.
this will stop it
Really,
from
really
taking
great
so
stuff.
long
Picks up
to
the
load.
bishop and is just completely winning. I mean, in most cases, you know, you can sort of end the game here. But what I always tell you is, if you're below like 1,000, if you're losing in a game, don't stall the clock out, and really don't resign. Just play moves until the game finishes. And if you're totally winning, you gotta play too. I mean, people need to learn how to win winning positions. The games don't pause like this. There are some chess purists that are like, you should resign if the game is lost. No, you shouldn't. Says who? They should speak to me. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I don't understand a5. Like, if you're up a queen and a bishop, basic principles still apply. But what you should do here is you should open the center. Like, you should attack the center, because when you're up a lot of material, you kind of want to get your most powerful piece into the game. I don't really hate a5. I don't really understand a4. a4 is just the loss of a pawn. Unfortunately here, I think Raphael was a little bit devastated by blundering this fork, so he scurried back to the defenses of his position. He probably should have taken the pawn on a4. But okay, bishop c2 back, and now black plays queen d7, which is a great move. Although, if I'm playing with the black pieces, I kind of want to develop with my bishop and castling. Listen, Raphael goes king d2. You can't really hate on the guy. I mean, he can't castle, right? The king not only can't castle, and he lost his queen. And now black plays the best move in the position. Okay, here, you know, black should be playing for the center. Black should be playing d5. So you know, a4 doesn't really make sense, but queen d7, and now the king moves up, and here Shad was like, well, I can play bishop e7, but I'm going to play d5. That's a great move. I have really nothing more to say. I mean, this really is fantastic. You're opening the center. You're also threatening this. It's a fair trade of knight and pawn. You're up a queen. Of course you can trade pieces. Raphael captures because what else can you really do here? Black captures. I mean, white's going to lose one of these pieces, right? So he takes like this. What can you do? No, the queen's in the center. I mean, black is honestly playing this game as if I was playing this game. Other than a5, a4. But really, I mean, it's just excellent stuff. Here, g4 is chosen. You know, if I'm playing with black here, I'm looking at bishop c5. Just get rid of the bishop. You obviously can't take this rook. It's protected. Maybe you give a check on b4, and then you castle your king, and that's exactly what black does. He hasn't blundered anything. Yeah, here I would just move my king to the middle of the board. But okay, black getting a little bit sneaky here, a little bit of a cheeky move, seeing if Raphael notices that by moving the king away, the bishop is under attack. Yeah, he doesn't. I mean, Raphael is just on another planet. And when he sent me this game, I'm gonna find what he said, okay? He kind of captioned this game and said, "I promise I'm not that bad. I just didn't pay attention. WTF happened." He said, "I promise I'm not that bad. I just didn't pay attention." Yeah, I mean, I gotta tell you, like, yeah, he wasn't. And listen, with black, it's kind of like, you know, one-move attacks in chess are bad. You shouldn't make easy moves like queen c6 because maybe you'll get punished. Somebody will be able to capture something. Yeah, here, I mean, it just, I mean, it's over. This is like if they gave you 60 seconds to grab anything in the store and put it in your cart and just run out. Like, I mean, this is just like you could get everybody. Take the pawn, take the pawn, take the pawn, take the pawn. Beautiful stuff. I mean, the bishop is pinned now. And now with black, you don't take this to the end game. I mean, what you do is you PP on the PP, put pressure on the pin piece, take this, just protect your queen and your king, and you'll be fine. F takes it. I castle here. I mean, just methodical. I mean, castling the king here in 5 seconds is... Shad's got potential in chess. Raphael here is like g5. I mean, what can you do? First of all, half the people watching this video right now would resign in this position with white. All right, you don't have the gall to continue this game. Raphael does, because he doesn't care. And you all should, because you never know if you'll end up in a Gotham video. Black just absolutely precise. Queen f5 check, picks up the bishop. Look at this. The bishop is defending both things. A lot of people would play f6. This bishop just comes right in here. 3 seconds. Put pressure on the pinned piece. I mean, just sensational. I got absolutely nothing. Black's playing a fantastic... Rook d1. Rook d1, and it's a BMW now, officially. BMW. We gotta get merch of that, BMW. I mean, not like the actual car, but BMW evaluation. I mean, it's over. I mean, queen f4, it's made somewhere. Yeah, and black plays bishop takes f4. Obviously, nothing wrong with this move. Raphael here tries to create a little counterplay, attack the bishop, but he forgets that if the bishop goes somewhere, it's discovered check. And not only is it going to go somewhere, it's going to take a pawn and attack the rook. He's trying his best, but I mean, he's losing everything. He is down 20 points of material. He has 8 capturable points remaining. He goes king e2, and you know, check, and then another check, and I mean...
In Albion, no matter where you go or what you do, your mount will accompany you on your journey. Perhaps you'll pick the ox, a merchant's best friend.
It's a bad game. It happens. It happens. But the game's not over. The craziest part is, those of you that have watched enough of my videos know a plot twist is coming. But you have absolutely no idea how we're going to get there. I mean, you really don't. And if you've never watched one of my videos in the How to Lose a Chess playlist, by the way, I've been posting the videos on YouTube and posting them sometimes on Facebook as well. Like, you got to check out this playlist because it is legendary. All right? King d5. The way you win a position like this, okay, some of you would eat all the pawns I would just bring the rooks, and together with the queen, I would deliver a mate. Another option is promote a second queen. Just make sure that white always has a legal move, okay? Bishop e6, we don't even need to move the bishop. Move your most powerful piece and set up a checkmate net. A net is where the opponent slowly runs out of squares and then you checkmate them. I don't like this move. And another rule of thumb that I would set is do not give a check until it is checkmate. Okay? As long as white has legal pawn moves, there is no hope of a stalemate, which ends the game in a draw. So I wouldn't do stuff like this because, yeah, the king kind of crawls in. It's a little bit... Rook d8, you know, and white eats a bishop. White eats a bishop because, you know, what else is Raphael gonna do? It's mate now. This is mate by accident. It's mate just by mistake. Queen c5 is mate into by mistake. It's by mistake. By the way, rook a6 is also mate. I mean, now here black plays c5. Okay, so one checkmate has been missed. No problem. It's still mate. I mean, queen g5, queen e5. Like, as long as the king just look at its getaway squares and remove them. Rook d...
Also, UAV, I was asking
Black
about that
here
Stomper
thought
in AO, so he
the
didn't
pawn
play.
must have been protecting the rook. I don't really know. Maybe black is showboating. I mean, sometimes people do that. Sometimes they showboat. They're like, oh, I'm up all these pieces. My opponent is so stupid. They're not resigning. Take my rook. I'm still winning by so many. Sometimes it happens. I mean, white's just moving his king. What else can he possibly do?
It's that clear yet.
And here, Shad fall. I don't think Shad was doing this one on I think Shad just blunders this rook, by the way. I think here, Shad is just like, I'm gonna push some stuff, and accidentally gives away the second rook. So now white is only down 12 points of material. The problem is he's got these little bozos here. And again, if you're playing with the black, you just eat these pawns. I mean, you know, you eat the pawns, you let the king run around in his little area, and then you put him like this, and then you make, you know, and you win. So that's what black's do. Black's like you could have my pawns, I don't really care. King c7, b4, you can't stop them. b3, doesn't matter. a3, good idea. Look, I gotta tell you, even here, if you take this pawn, you have one less pawn that can become a queen. Don't let the pawn stop dreaming. I mean, it's over. The pawns are just captured here, right? And black plays c3, excellent. It just gets the pawn straight through. b2, c4, b1 queen. Fantastic. c5. Now, look, here you can just start swarming the king. This queen already sees this pawn, so you just simply do it like this. Okay, f5. Yeah, I mean, black wants the third queen, obviously. Who doesn't want a third queen? But you obviously shouldn't allow... Okay, that was a little careless. I mean, it's mate no matter what. I mean, you get two queens versus a pawn. Not only is it mate no matter what, it's mate even here. I mean, it's mate even with the queen on the board because the king goes here and gets mated by that queen. Like, you can have a queen. It doesn't matter. Although this was very careless by black. Although I still somehow think black was like, well, look how much time he spent. He spent 14 seconds. Now, here is where I love the logic. Black is like, I don't want to let him queen with a check, so I'm going to move my king so he queens anyway. And now black is like, I don't want him to attack my king, so I'm going to run with my king. Now, I'm just gonna, look, I'm gonna go, like, remind you, yeah, this will really help, yeah? I mean, this is really gonna help you. I got nothing else to say about that. But yeah, this is, I don't know what's happening here. This is poorly thought out, but okay, fine. Queen e8 check, I mean, what else is Raphael gonna do? Raphael's just gotta give as many checks as possible. Now, black obviously can block or, you know, use the freaking queens that he promoted. Now he uses a pawn, and white doesn't have another check because if he goes here, he loses it. So what does white do? He just makes a move. Now, at this point, that is the end of the fun. That's the end of the... I mean, you gotta give a check. This is the end of the fun. Okay. Fine. I get it. It's fun to promote queens. When are you gonna get to promote this many pieces? Black doesn't repeat the moves. And now black has 3 queens. Okay, fine. I mean, I understand. It's fun to promote. You might promote 6 queens. Just don't get mated. Raphael, by the queen h7 is actually made, if not for this queen. Can you imagine that, like, this is the position? Oh, it's check. That, like, this is the position and it ends like this, I mean, that would be embarrassing. Be careful, okay? Luckily, it's not, you know, Raphael gives another check. Black comes in. There's no checks. There's 0 checks. He moves the king, and the king just keeps running here for reasons I can't fully explain. Queen e5, and now the pawn is lost. And now we go queen c3. Credit to Raphael for not giving a check where the queen can be captured, by the way. For some reason, Shad decides to play a little game here where maybe the king can, like, touch the other side of the board. He does. He succeeds. The king made the journey to the other
Why
side.
would you do that? Why would you give me a fleet
Queen
carrier
d5
with
check. I mean,
suspended
and now the queens start
services?
getting used. And now the little game is finished.
Because
So he pushes the. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. Queen h2. And, you know, I want to show you something kind of funny.
Amazing.
You know, if this queen didn't exist, like if this queen was, trying to find it, like here, there are moments this could end in a draw. For example, the queen just, it's like you just cannot escape the vortex, which is kind of hilarious. You see, you can't escape. It's because you just always have a check. So even being up 2 queens in the corner is not decisive. But queen h5 check is played, and yeah, the guy's up 3 queens. So now it's time for the game to finish. And yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't. We move the king out of the way. And by the way, Raphael's down to 25 seconds. But like I said, this game really made me want to just call the police.
Why is it not working?
So queen d5, queen f1, and by the way, that's mate by accident because these queens take away squares from a distance. So queen f3. Black is doing everything in his power to promote the final queen. White goes here, and with 16 seconds on the clock, loses his remaining queen. Which Black doesn't take, because his goal of this game was to promote 4 queens. He succeeded. Now I know what you're thinking. Levy, I've seen this before, come on. I know what's gonna happen, I wasn't born yesterday. Raphael unfortunately gives in and it's over. It's over. He's got 1 pawn left. It's mate in 1 everywhere. Queen f8 is mate. It's mate in 1 everywhere. And from here we begin something that made me question just everything. I had an existential crisis when I watched the next few moves of this game.